So our second story for today is from Niger. After the huge win by the Malian Defense Forces in Kidal, the Nigerian military regime decided that it was a great thing if they extended some words of congratulation to the Malian armed forces. So let's see what this article says. Niger's military regime congratulates Mali on liberation of Kidal, that the Niger military junta, they have extended words of appreciation and congratulation and celebration towards the Malian armed forces for their huge win. You know, Kidal has been a rebel stronghold for many years now, and the Malian armed forces have been trying their best to kick back the separatists or the rebels from Kidal. And finally, they did that just a few days ago. So it's a great win for the Malian armed forces. But it is left to be seen if they can hold Kidal, if they can maintain control over Kidal, or this insurgency movement, the rebels, will just reinvent themselves and then come to fight again. So that is left to be seen. And we all just have to wait and see how all this is going to unfold. But let's continue with the article. Niger's military regime on Wednesday congratulated the Malian junta on the liberation of Kidal the previous day, a strategic town that had been under the control of predominantly Tuareg separatists. This martyr town had remained under the grip of terrorists and their sponsors, who are responsible for destabilizing Mali and the Sahel as a whole, said Colonel Major Abdurrahmi Amadou, a member of the Niger's National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland. He said the army's victory represents a turning point in the commitment of the Malian authorities to liberate the entire country. Neighboring Burkina Faso also welcomed the news, calling it a pivotal moment in the fight against armed groups in the Sahel region. The capture of Kidal is a significant symbolic success for Mali's military leaders who seized power in 2020. It has long posed a major sovereignty issue for the junta. The army and the state have for years been virtually absent from the town, which has been controlled by the predominantly Tuareg armed groups. Today, our army and security forces have taken over Kidal. Our mission is not complete, Mali's coup leader, President Assimi Goïta, said on X on Tuesday. The junta has said it plans to restore the country's territorial sovereignty. However, the rebels who control much of the north of the country claim they made a strategic decision to leave the town and have vowed to keep on fighting. The authorities did not release any images following the recapture of Kidal, a historic center of independence, insurgencies, and a crossroad on the road to Algeria. Violence has escalated in the region since August, with the military, rebels, and jihadists vying for control as the UN stabilization mission, MINUSMA, prepares to leave the country. Yeah, you can see that Kidal has always been a center for fighting, and major groups have always fought each other for Kidal, which lets you know how important and how strategic Kidal is. But as we speak right now, Kidal is under the control of the Malian armed forces. They have finally captured the area. That is good. That is really, really good. Like I have always told you, my brothers and sisters, right? There is a point in your life that you will realize that you are on your own. There is a point in your life when you will realize that you need to do things for yourself by yourself. There's a point in your life when you realize that if you need to get anything done, you have to do it yourself. That is exactly what I said about Mali, about Niger, about Burkina Faso, about French speaking countries in Africa, and about Africa as a whole. Africa must take upon themselves the responsibility of protecting their own countries. I have said this many times. Congo cannot keep on depending on foreign troops to save Congo. Congo must figure out a way to save Congo by themselves. The Congolese have to do it by themselves. Malians have to figure out a way to save Mali. Western troops on African soil is never for Africa. It's never to protect Africa. It's never to protect the African people. It's just to make sure that the Westerners can collect whatever they are collecting without any obstruction. The Westerners are far more concerned about protecting whatever they are getting from the country than the people. You might see them in the country and you begin to think that they are there because they want to save African people or they want to save the people of the country that they are in. But my brothers and sisters, that is not the truth. That is what they've told you. And that is how they've misled you into thinking that they are there to safeguard you, to safeguard your country, to safeguard the people in your country. But it's a big lie. They are there for whatever they are getting. They are there to protect the roots of the raw minerals that they are getting. They are there to make sure that their source of raw materials is not being obstructed by whatever jihadist movement or whatever fighting ongoing in the country. That is just the main reason they are there. Africa must stand up for itself. We, the Africans, must unite and must stand up for ourselves. Every one of us must do their part. No matter how small you might think your contribution is, do it anyway. For every single contribution to Africa's growth and prosperity and independence count. Do not stay behind and think that you do not matter. No, every single person does matter. We have to put Africa first. We have to prove to the West that we have come of age and we cannot handle things by ourselves. And we are confident that we can handle things by ourselves and we can actually deliver on things. We must do it. That is the only way out. We cannot keep on begging. We cannot keep on asking people to help us. We must help ourselves. But you guys out there, when you hear about this huge victory by the Malian armed forces, what do you think? When you see the progress that the military juntas are making in Mali, in Niger, and in Burkina Faso, what comes to mind? Don't you think that we can actually solve this problem by ourselves if we are really committed and determined? Share that thought with us in the comment section below. Like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. that really help us, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much. See you in the next one.